What's up, everybody? This is Will from p.o.d. signing on to say what's up. Drums has always been something from the heart, you know what I mean? Something fun, you know what I'm saying? It was never like, take this serious and let me get disciplined on the drums. It was like something for me to do to pass the time, you know, when I was a kid. You know, once I started getting older, when I got into high school, you know, I'd meet people that knew how to play guitar, knew how to play drums, and, you know, it would be more fun for me to play with people and try to create music, you know what I'm saying? Rather than sit in the classroom and learn how to do things on the drums by myself. You know, I met Marcos, our first guitar player, 14 years ago, and we started playing. And ever since then, it's been p.o.d. since then, high school. 13 years later, we got signed 8 years after we were a band in '98, you know what I mean? 5 albums later. We weren't looking for the fame and the fortune. We were just always having fun playing music in front of the kids that love to hear our kind of music and hear our band, you know what I mean? So I look at myself, I'm a very like aggressive person, you know what I mean? As far as like things that I do, you know, and drums is like allows me to like be that person in a controlled environment, you know what I'm saying? And Jason brings out a lot different like a drum style for me, because he does a lot on the guitar, a lot more than I think Marcos did, like melody wise, and so it just calls for me to more laid back in the cut, just be the backbone, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Whereas before it was like I was trying to be all over the place and, you know, be the Slayer drummer, you know what I'm saying? Just all rolled, a million rolls everywhere, and, you know, all that kind of stuff, because I like doing that stuff. But it made me really it really defined my place in the band, you know what I'm saying? Just be the solid person in the back, and then when it's time to play live, then have your fun, you know what I mean? Yeah, live I like to play I like to play lowrider stuff all the time. I mean, I like to play like small. I usually like to play small drums, you know, the 8, 10, you know, 16 or the 18 on the floor. I like to play 20-inch kicks, you know what I mean? If I can get away with it. But for the past 10 years, 7 years, we've been playing these huge venues with the best systems. It's like you can play a 20-inch, you know, kick drum, and it doesn't matter. Nobody's gonna know it, you know what I mean? I like sitting low. I like the feel of like playing small, but, you know, I just like to switch it up from tour to tour. I used to play the 2Bs, man, you know, back in the day for years, and I think we were on tour and you know, I ran out of sticks or something, and this guy had like these little jazz sticks, like the Peter Ernstine sticks, you know, and I was like, whoa, these are, damn, I don't know if I can do this. And I played with them through the show, and I was like, dude, I like these, man, they feel comfortable, you know what I mean? And ever since then, dude, I just started playing smaller sticks. It's just more comfortable for me. You know, I'm a hi-hat guy. You know what I mean? I like doing a lot of things. Like I like drummers that I like Stuart Copeland. You know what I mean? I love the finesse of the hi-hat. You know what I'm saying? And it just enables me to do what I want whenever I want with a smaller stick. If I got this big old tree log and I'm trying to get crazy, you know, then it doesn't make sense. I check out the Web stick, man. It's basically, I took it off the 7A and I modified it. I got the weight a little different because I couldn't copy their 7A American Classic, you know. But it's my favorite stick, man. And you know, the Vic Firth guys they've been with me from the beginning to the end. You know what I'm saying? They've supported me, and they've, you know, especially Marco. You know, he's been with me, and I got mad love for those people, man. It doesn't matter. I can buy whatever I want now. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So I love the team. You know what I mean? I love the company, I love the heart, I love the dedication to making the best. You know what I'm saying? And they've definitely proven that, you know, time and time again over the years. This is Will from p.o.d, and I'm just gonna say, to all you kids that love to play drums, you know what I'm saying? Just keep loving playing the drums. Do it for the right reasons and have fun most of all, because take due serious, it won't be fun anymore. You know what I mean? So just have fun doing what you're doing and enjoy the experience. You know what I mean? Because only drummers know how it feels to keep that beat. You know what I'm saying? And keep that backbone of the music. So enjoy. That's it.